I always kind of feel like I need to start the video in this office for some reason. It just seems like a nice, warm, cozy place to start. And let's start with the fact that it has been technically 13 months since my last walkthrough video. And the last update video that I gave was the closed in November music video coming to a local VH1 near you. I rewatched my 10-year anniversary walkthrough video to kind of get an idea as to where I was at the time, since of course I've forgotten what it was like a year ago. I really thought, honestly, that I hadn't made any changes or progress to the way that the shop looks or performs, but turns out I have, so this video won't be quite as boring as I thought it was going to be. There's nothing really that's changed or that is different about the office. It still looks like my office. There's nothing that's changed about the bathroom. It still looks like my bathroom. The showroom is still pretty much about completely the same. All of that stuff should be the same. All of that stuff should be the same. There's a missing headlight from there that sold a long time ago. And this is a new headlight. This is Sebastian's Fusion build, which he is currently still paying off. In case you were unaware of 13's financing program, it doesn't exist. So don't ask. However, here's this other one. Just sitting around, hanging out, being sweet, waiting to get installed. Check it out. I found somewhere else that I can sit here and talk to you because I realized that I still don't even own a selfie stick. Not into it. Don't want one. So let's talk about something extremely important that you, as a YouTube subscriber, probably don't know about what's been going on in my life. When I made that music video for Closed for November, the whole idea behind that was that I needed some time for myself and for my existing clients, and that I no longer needed to take on more work because I was really kind of just barely treading water at that point with how much stuff that I wanted to do and had to get done. So when November started, man, I was slamming, banging, doing good, right? But something else decided to happen in November, and that was a tropical storm that started with a leak in our roof at the house, and that kind of snowballed. Some drywall was removed, and then all of a sudden we realized there was no wood, and discovered after a few days of digging around and tearing apart a house that it was basically not structurally sound due to termite damage, and that I would have to be rebuilding the entire house. I guess I shouldn't say that I had to rebuild it. It was just more of a matter of the alternative was to bulldoze the entire house, take a massive life-altering debt for a home that we couldn't live in, and then pay for double that during a pandemic when material prices were skyrocketing to have a new home constructed. So, in other words, something that is unfucking realistic. No, the option was that I had to close down the shop and redirect all of my energies and efforts towards house rebuilding. We needed somewhere safe to live. By not coming into the shop to make money, I was saving 10 times more by not having to pay contractors to do the work that I wanted done on the house. So I guess what you could say was that I had a little bit of a change of profession for the last 9 months. Since November, for 9 months, I've rebuilt about half of the exterior walls on our house down in St. Pete. I did recently post a video of me knocking down that final wall for like the grand reveal. I know a lot of people saw that, and that one was really cool. The chaos with the house has not stopped, and it's going to continue. For my projected plan for that home is going to be a 3-year rebuild. It took me 3 years to build this entire shop. It's going to take me 3 years to build my home. With that being said, I can't be closed for 3 years. I did pretty good without any income for the last 9 months, just doing builds here or there, warranty work, that sort of thing, taking care of the existing client base, but not voluntarily taking on any additional work. But the fact of the matter is I can't go 3 years without income. I would pretty much starve to death at that point. So as of 1 month ago, on August 1st, that was my first day back to work. I have returned, you could say, to the shop full time, and it is a glorious feeling. Massive change of pace. So for the first 2 weeks of August, you saw probably 3 or 4 builds get done and shipped out. That was the immediate backlog. When I got back in here, it was a frenzy, and I was crazy about it, and I was going non-stop. It still took me an entire month to be able to sit down in front of the camera, to find one evening where I could actually devote some time to making a video, because it's been wild and crazy getting back to work. quite a transition, honestly. I am currently here, I am open, taking on new work again, trying to make money, and I will be doing that until further notice. Basically, once winter rolls around, I'm gonna have to close down again and we'll have to continue on exterior wall construction. I can only start on the next wall once it's cold enough where I can go live without air conditioning. So I need it to be winter, that's when I'm going back to work full-time on the house. So now, we play in the shop and build things. So I'm gonna consider this video a little bit more celebratory. 13 months since my last video. I'm just gonna do a standard little walk around. I'm gonna show you what's up. The place is thrashed right now. So let's start with one really cool thing that's clearly different than last time. Ta-da! I have these amazing lights. I know I got those installed somewhere in November. They are two extremely bright, extremely efficient LED products. These are the same ones that are in Publix. I really wanted them. I love them a lot. The only downside basically is that it is two single point sources. If I was to do it differently, I would have definitely done half power and I would have done 2 and 2 so that I would have less prominent shadows. As you can see, the shadows here are very strong. It is a mess. My trash can is overflowing. I'm in the middle of a project with Jukies right now. I am converting it over to a truck because I have discovered over the last 9 months that Jukies is more useful to me as a truck and a trash hauler than it is as a show car. So unfortunately, Jukies has transcended the car show life and has become a work truck. More mess, and look at that, more mess. And in fact, that's a mess on the ground that I'm gonna take back to the house and I'm gonna put in our burn pile. I would like it noted, however, that this project is being made completely out of 3/4 inch, very heavy duty flooring grade plywood. This actually came out of the house and was destined for a dumpster, except for the fact that I spent the time and appropriate effort in order to make sure that it was still usable. It's got a bunch of glue and stuff on it, but that I can grind off, and it's got some termite damage on it, but that I can cut off, and I have been using this lumber exclusively for all of the project going on in the Jukes. However, speaking of the Jukes being a bit of a bastard lately, the reason that I have all of my motorcycle clothes up there dripping dry is because there was a big old storm today and I had to ride that bike because Jukies has a broken motor mount. So when I ride it, the engine bumps across the frame. But you know what I really shouldn't downplay is the fact that I have 2 cabinets that did get completed and are currently installed. Unfortunately, they're a total pigsty right now and I can't even show them off appropriately. This is the skid plate thing for the Juke, so it's here, but like, look at that. That's what I gotta show off next time. For the next video, I'm gonna show off this. This is my dust collection, my sanding table, 2020 Super Duty jig. That's an alignment jig for their headlights, and then just so much stuff. But the fact that I have a corner cabinet built and installed, the dust collection's still running out there all the way, so I can add additional dusty sucking devices from here moving forward, which was the original plan. I still want to do these. I haven't given up on my cabinet dreams. However, the fact of the matter is I've just been working on the house. I still have this stupid thing. I still hate it. It still leaks oil. And then up there we have the mosquito trap, the Dyna trap, that basically is on a little photocell, so it kicks on every time it gets dark in here. I'm pretty sure this setup's all the same. I'm pretty sure everything else is the same. That's what I mean, like I don't feel like there's a lot going on in the shop because I legit haven't been here in a long time. This is the only active build that I have on the shelf right now. It's for a Sienna. It is almost done, just waiting on housing caps to arrive. Ooh, that's a project, and it is unfortunately very low on the priority list, but it is taking up space and it's going to be really cool, and I'm going to be doing that. All right. So what I'm trying to get at basically is that I am coming back. Not that anyone even noticed that I was missing, since social media is funny like that. You can just disappear and nobody cares. Take that to heart. Social media is not real, shouldn't influence how you make your decisions in life, shit like that, you know what I mean. So expect some really cool videos of some really cool projects because I'm going to be building things, and that doesn't sound like a bad situation either way. So everyone wins no matter what. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is 13 with Superior Mobile by 13. You have yourselves a wonderful day. Be good.